And we'll be watching the federal court in Vancouver today. That's where the months-long standoff between Saskatchewan and Ottawa over the carbon tax comes to a head. The province is seeking to stop the Canada Revenue Agency from getting its hands on millions of dollars. CBC's David Thurton in Ottawa tees up the hearing.
Essentially, Saskatchewan is saying that the federal government is discriminating against their residents and other Canadians. So this all goes back to a controversial decision from the Trudeau government last year to pause the collection of the federal fuel charge, or what's known as the federal carbon tax, on home heating oil or furnace oil. Like I said, Chris, this was a very controversial decision. A number of premiers, including Saskatchewan's, came out against this, saying that the federal government, if they're doing this for furnace oil, for home heating oil, they need to do this for other forms of home heating, especially natural gas, which is being used in Saskatchewan. So there was a lot of controversy. There were a lot of premiers upset about this, but Saskatchewan was the only province that took a stand and decided to stop collecting the federal carbon tax on natural gas. And they did this earlier this year. They also did not remit the proceeds of this to the federal government as well. They also extended the non-collection of the federal carbon tax to electricity as well. So this matters in the courts. The federal government is trying to get the money that it owes. The Canadian press is now reporting that through court documents that apparently Saskatchewan owes millions of dollars to the federal government. As of April, that sits at more than $55 million. But the Canada Revenue Agency is attempting to collect right now about $28 million. But the Saskatchewan government, of course, opposes this, and they are seeking an injunction to this garnishing of their money. And this matter is before the courts today.
And David, with so much at stake, how's the federal government expected to respond?
Yeah, so through the Canada Revenue Agency, the CRA, essentially they are saying, the federal government is saying that Saskatchewan has a duty to follow the law and collect the money that the law says that they need to collect. In a statement, the CRA says all persons must pay the required amount of taxes, charges, and other amounts owing to the Crown. The Trudeau government also says that Saskatchewan is breaking the law and that it is not discriminating against Canadians. It says that a number of households throughout this country use home heating oil. It's not just a matter that affects Atlantic Canadians or people out east. It affects also people across the country, including Saskatchewan. And because of that, they are saying that, this is an issue that affects Canadians on the whole, not just Atlantic Canadians when it comes to this matter. So they are in court today. They are saying that Saskatchewan is breaking the law and that they need to collect this money that they owe to the federal government.
All right, that's CBC's David Thurton in Ottawa.